All right, we're gonna have an awesome show today. We're blessed pretty much. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith, the host of You Need to Know. And it focuses on our perspective in our community. This is WBSW Radio, the number one internet station. I'm excited to come before you. I am the host of You Need to Know. And we're going to just use this podcast to talk about anything and everything. I would like for you to join me as a guest by going to riversidefm.com. And the link is riverside.com/studio/radio-internet. If you want to share your opinions, stories, and examples live with me and the world, you can go to facebook.com, Big O Live, and TikTok Live, and that's at Dr. L. Dialberto Smith. The second Facebook channel is Zeta Phi Sigma Greenville. Then we also have Super Live, which is WBSW Internet Radio, Tango.com, WBSW-radio-14059, Twit at Dr. L. Dialberto 2017. Then we have Tick Live, that's at Dr. Lorenzo Dialberto Smith. YouTube, we have two channels in operation here, which is the Smithway Enterprises, as well as Dr. Lorenzo Dialberto Smith. Our on-demand episodes are available for WBSW Radio on Alexis, Apple Podcasts, Edge, Google Plus, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Part Paradise, Snitchers, Pandora, Spotify, and Amazon Podcasts. It's operated by PodServeFM.com. WVSW Radio, the number one internet station, I said that earlier, that's our brand, has listeners and watchers in 61 countries and on 6 continents. We would love for you to register for WVSW Radio giveaways by sending your name, and if you choose to, with the means of transaction. And the reason we ask for the means of transaction is we want to send you money. Send your name along with one of the means of transaction. There are 5 that we use: Bitcoin, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. And you will send your name along with one of those means of transaction to Lorenza D. Smith15 at gmail.com. Sow a seed with us in this radio station by hitting the like button. Send us a like. Hit that like or subscribe with YouTube. WBSW Radio asks you to show your support by monetizing through Big O Live, Facebook, Instagram, Podbean, Pod Paradise, TikTok, Super Live, Tango, Twit, and YouTube. We really appreciate you supporting us in that manner if you want to, but if not, we'll make sure you keep your name in the pot so we can let you be a part of our giveaways that we give away. The title of today's show is Enhancing Social Well-Being. If you have a clear understanding of how you want to be a productive of the best version of yourself, your well-being must be stable and it must be mature. The well-beings are that you should be working hard to be equipped and be successful, so life can be successful. Will be your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual, your financial, your social, and your psychological well-being. If you work hard to be stable and mature in those areas, you can be very successful in whatever you're doing. Some people say, well, I can only get 3 or 4. Now you need to be mature enough in all of those so you can be the best version of yourself and get those outcomes you're seeking. So we're going to talk about enhancing, particularly social well-being. We want to give a definition of it as we move forward. Before we do that, we want to be a little bit more in-depth about introducing what we're doing. I'm going to say good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. See, I want to take a moment right now and think about the last time you felt truly connected to another human being. I want you to think about the last time you felt truly connected to another human being. Not a text message, not like on social media, not a quick how you're doing. This is pretty much in passing. I meant a moment where you felt seen, valued, and understood. That's the human connection you want to make sure you can do with those individuals that's in your peer group, those in your social court, those you're in relations with. You want to a relationship with. You want to truly be connected to those individuals. You have to be able to hold the memories for a second. I ask you to just think back where you felt truly connected. Hold those memories just for a second. Because today, we're going to talk to you about something that every one of us needs. Yet many of us rarely prioritize social well-being. Social well-being is not just about having friends. It's not about being popular. Excuse me. It's not about your community. The way you show up in the world, it's not just about that. And I promise you this, if you enhance your social well-being, enhance every part of your life, your mental health, your physical health, your opportunities, your confidence, your happiness, and your future. That's what we're going to focus on today. Your social well-being, where you focus on your mental health, physical health, your opportunities, your confidence, your happiness, your future. We're going to explore this and see how your social well-being can be enhanced in your relationship. We first we gave a brief, some clear, concise understanding of what social well-being could mean. Social well-being is the ability of meaningful relationships, feel connected to others. So when you understand social well-being, you have the ability to form meaningful relationships, feel connected to others, and experience a sense of belonging within communities. Also, social well-being involves developing and maintaining positive interaction with family, friends, colleagues, and broader communities, as well as feeling valued and connected in society. It's a distinct form or distinction from individual psychological or emotional well-being, but closely linked as Strong social connection can enhance your mental health, reduce stress, increase life satisfaction. That's social well-being. Being socially connected, being able to understand the distinct difference between psychological or emotional well-being. But all of this allows you to increase your life satisfaction once you have a clear understanding of enhancing social well-being. So let's look at social well-being, being able to understand it. Social well-being is the foundation of a thriving life. It includes belonging, feeling part of something bigger than yourself. Connection, building meaningful relationships. Contribution, knowing your present matter. Support, having people you can rely on. Engagement, participating in your community. Communication, expressing yourself authentically. See, when these elements are strong, you feel grounded. When they are weak, life feels heavier, hard to go from day to day. See, research shows that strong social well-being lower stress, improves immune functions, increase life expectancy, boost academics and career success, strengthen emotional residuals. But here's the truth. Many people today feel more isolated than ever. They're choosing to be isolated, even when surrounded by others. They still feel and choose to be isolated. So the question becomes, how do we rebuild communication in a disconnected world? I don't want you to think about that. How do we build or rebuild communication in a disconnected world? We got all the technology, access to all the technology, but we're still disconnected. Is that a choice, or is that exactly what our society has become? A disconnected society, a disconnected world. So you have to think about, how can I rebuild connection in a disconnected world? First of all, the power of belonging. See, belonging is a human need as essential as food and water. See, when you feel like you belong, you stand taller. You speak louder. You dream bigger. But belonging doesn't just happen, it's created. So you have to create your environment. You have to create a belonging environment. You just can't sit back and think it's going to come to you. When you create it, there's 3 ways to build belonging. 1, show up consistently. People trust what they see repeatedly. Consistency builds community. I'm going to take a minute and step back and talk about a couple of years ago. I invited a young lady that has a ministry to come and speak. She was talking about relationship. But one of the things we always talk about, the C's: communication, connection, that's the one she did. Compassion. She said, but we keep forgetting about consistency. Don't start the call. Call in on a regular basis, and then all of a sudden take a week off. Show consistently. Be repeatedly about what you're doing. Because consistency builds community. Be authentically you. You cannot belong where you pretend. You cannot belong where you pretend. You belong where you are real. Pretenders don't allow you to be genuine or authentic. Create a space for others. Belonging grows when you help others feel included. I just want you to kind of take an opportunity to think about this, and maybe when you're around individuals and you want to call a friend and want to talk to someone who's special in your life, just think about it. To let them know, I'm glad you're here. Let them know you're glad they're here. I'm glad you're here. Just say that. Watch how those simple words shift the energy in the room, shift the energy on the call. Building meaningful connection. See, we live in a world full of acquaintance, but starving for connection. Acquaintance is part of the tier of a relationship. Social acquaintance. As it said, we live in this world full of acquaintance. We got a lot of people we're acquainted with, but we're still thriving to connect with them. Connection requires three things. Present. Have you heard of being present in the moment? You have to be present to connect with people. You need to put the phone down. Look people in the eye. Listen to understand, not to respond. Vulnerability. You cannot connect through walls. You connect through windows. You cannot connect through walls. So if you have a wall built up protecting your inner self, you will never be able to connect. You will always be stuck in a place where you're always on a defense. But when you allow it to be a window so it can see out, meaning your inner self, you can connect. Reciprocal. See, healthy relationships are not one-sided. Give, and you shall receive. Good exercise you might want to try. Ask yourself, who energizes you? You would say, who energizes me? Who drained me? Who do I need to appreciate more? When do I need to set boundaries? Or who do I need to set boundaries with? So your social well-being depends on the quality of your circle. See, communication that build bridges is the heartbeat of social well-being. The four communications habits that transform relationships. Number one would be speak with clarity. Say what you mean. Don't make people guess. Listen with empathy. People don't want solution first. They want understanding. Express appreciation. Gratitude strengthens bonds and connections. Resolve conflict with respect. Conflict is not the enemy. Conflict is not the enemy. Disrespect is. See, when you communicate well, you create trust. And the trust is the currency of every relationship. In your community, there's a role for all of us. You are not meant to do life alone. Community gives you support. Community gives you accountability. Community is inspirational. Community provides protection. Community is a chance for opportunity. Community is built through participation, collaboration, shared goals, shared values, shared experience. See, when you invest in your community invests in you. When we say invest, we talk about contribution and purpose. One of the most powerful ways to enhance social well-being is to contribute. Contributions says, I matter. My presence make a difference. I'm a part of something bigger than myself. And ways to contribute to your community are volunteer, mentor, support a friend, join a club or organization, share your skills, lead a project, encourage someone. See, contributions give your life meaning. And meaning strengthens your social well-being. This allows you to overcome barriers in life, especially in the area of social well-being. Let's be honest. Connection isn't always easy. There are barriers that come into play, and there are common barriers you encounter. First, the fear of rejection. Social anxiety. Past hurt. You've been hurt in the past. low self-esteem, lack of trust, overthinking, isolation habits. How do you overcome those barriers I just shared? First of all, start small. One conversation, one hello, one step. Practice courage. Confidence grows through action. Challenge negative thoughts. Seek support when needed. Give yourself grace. You don't have to be perfect to connect. You just have to be willing. That allows you to strengthen social well-being every day when you're able to be willing to connect. Some daily habits that transform your social life. Send one message of appreciation. Send one message of appreciation. Have one meaningful conversation. Spend time with someone who uplifts you. Join a group or activity. Practice active listening. It becomes a skill because you practice it. Set healthy boundaries and always hold on to your boundaries. Smile more. Be kind always. See, small habits that you practice create big changes. Small habits that you practice create big change. Strategies to improve social well-being in your daily life starts with nurture relationship. Spend quality time with family, friends, and colleagues, and engage in meaningful connection. Community engagement. Join a club, volunteer, or participate in local events to strengthen social integration and contribution. Support network. Maintain connection through calls, messages, or online platform, especially with those who provide emotional support. Skill development and value. Skill development. Learn communication, empathy, conflict resolution skills to enhance relationship quality. These are some real cornerstones about skill development in the success of your relationship. Learn communication, empathy, and conflict resolution skills. Learn to listen. All of this can enhance your relationship quality. Self-reflection and values. Stay true to personal values and treat others with respect. Fostering truth. In other words, fostering trust and social acceptance. Those are strategies. Let's repeat them right quick. Nurture relationship. Spend quality time nurturing your relationships. Community engagement. Join a club or organization. Strengthen your social integration. Support networks. Maintain connections through way many calls or messages of online platforms. Skill development. Learn effective communication, which include active listening skills. Work on empathy. Definitely allows you to deal with conflict resolution. It enhances your relationship quality. Self-reflect. Find your space and self-reflect. Always be true to your personal values. Treat others with respect because you don't want to be disrespected. And foster trust, honesty, and social acceptance. As we get ready to wrap this up, I want you to remember this. You are not alone. You are not invisible. You are not insignificant. You are a vital part of the human story. Your presence matters. Your voice matters. Your relationship matters. Your community matters. Social well-being is not a luxury. It's a lifeline. It's a lifeline. And when you strengthen it, you strengthen your entire life. So start today. Start today. I want you to, a couple of things I want you to do, what I want to leave with you. Start today. Reach out. Reach out to someone. Whatever means it might be, message, text, social platform. Go by and see them. That means show up. Show up. Connect deeply. Communicate honestly. Love boldly. Build communities. Be the reason someone feels seen. Because when we enhance our social well-being, we just don't improve our own life. We elevate everyone around us. You matter. And the world is better because you're in it. Thank you for taking this opportunity to share the time with us. I'm very excited about being able to come before you and share something pertaining to enhancing social well-being. I am Dr. Lorenzo D. Smith. This is the You Need to Know podcast on WVSW Radio, the internet station. We're number one. And we're excited because we just want to make it do what it do. We're excited because we love you from our heart. And I want you to join us tomorrow. We're going to have our happy hour podcast tomorrow. So we'll see you tomorrow around 4. Well, a little later, probably around 5 o'clock, between 4:30 and 5 tomorrow. We're going to make it do it. That's Central Standard Time. So for you For a lot of you getting off work, driving, you can jump in here, go to social media, one of the social media sites that we're tied into one another, and you can check us out. It's in between 4:30 and 5 on the Central Standard Time, 5:30 and 6 on the Eastern Standard Time. Be blessed. Take care of yourself. And as we get ready to get out of here, I just want to say to you, God has been so good to each and every one of us. He woke us up this morning, started on a journey, and we're now here, able to see each other. If I don't see nothing but a name in the picture, I still see that your heart is in the right place. God has blessed you so much. God has blessed me, and I'm so thankful. I give the highest praise because this is our 9th year on the air. WVSW Radio, the #1 internet station, 9th year. So it's been a blessing. We had some trials, we had some tribulation, but God has brought us thus far. So thank you for your support, and you're one of the reasons why we're still able to be here. So be safe, be blessed, have a great night, and we'll check you out tomorrow. If you can check me out tomorrow, that'll be in between 4:30 and 5 o'clock. Excuse me, Central Standard Time, 5:30, 6 o'clock. 5:30, 6 o'clock. We're going to start in between that time on Eastern Standard Time. I just want to say to you, I love you, and ain't a thing you can do about it. Take care of yourself. Well, holla at you.